Happy 2024. Welcome to the Totally Designs channel. If you like to create, you like to grow, you like to know, or you simply just want to come and hang out, go ahead and press that like and subscribe button along with that notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I go live or upload a brand new video. Now, I hope you enjoy today's video. Hey YouTube family, it's Casey from Totally Designs, and I'm back to complete the second part of the video. The second part will now be where I am actually adding on some embellishments. I'm going to either add on some chain, or I'm going to add on some pearls or different little things that I have to add on here, and we're going to just see what I decide. Now for this one, I am going to add on this puka shell. It's actually puka shell. And I'm going to make sure they're both on the same side. Okay, that's how I do want it to go. But before I do that, I'm going to actually add that resin on top of this. Okay. And I just add enough where I can take my brush and just brush it out. And I do it like this, y'all, because it's easiest. And plus, you don't get it on your fingers as you would. I don't particularly like working with gloves. It's just annoying. It's just too much for me to do, to work with gloves. So I'm just going to do it just like that. I spread it out real nice. I'm going to do it again. And I'm actually going to do it over the hole too. Don't worry about that. You can still put the hole inside of the earring inside the hole. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry about that, y'all. All right. Now I'm just spreading a little bit more on there. And just to give it an even spread, you want to do it as even as possible. Okay. All right. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to stick this on top of there. And I'm going to put it in the middle. Right there. Okay. Then I'm going to stick this inside of my UV resin lamp. And that's the other thing with this. You need a UV resin lamp to be able to complete the project. I do recommend these brushes because they are a lifesaver. They keep you from having to mess up your brushes, and it keeps the resin off of your hands as much as possible. Now, I want to encourage you, when you're using resin, always be in a highly ventilated place. Like right now, I have my window open and my fan going, and I have a few purifiers in the back. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and spread that evenly across. Okay. All right, we're going to do it on each side. Keep going, keep going. There we are. I'm going to spread it out as much as possible. And you just put a little bit in the middle, and then you evenly just spread it as much as possible. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to put that in the middle, and then I'm going to set it inside. Okay, and then I usually put it on 120 minutes. Or 20 seconds, not 120 minutes, y'all. 120 seconds. That should suffice. And then what I'll do is I'll go back and set it for another 90, just to make sure it's very nice and coated and dry. All right. So now I'm going to clean between the spreading of the resin. We don't want to get too thick, and then plus, you know, you get those little threads of paper towels or hair or whatever it is. All right, so we're going to move on to the next one. Now, the next one, these right here, these are the ones that I just did with that little glaze I was showing you guys. Okay, I was doing a glaze on it. And I think for these, I'm going to add probably some pearls, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what I gonna do with those. I have little stickers and things that I can use on this. And actually, I may use these rhinestones. These are the ones I can stick on there, y'all. And I'll show you in just a second. So I'm using some of these. You can get those off of Amazon. Just and these are like the cabochon flatbacks. That's what they call them. All right. So we're gonna do that in the middle. I'm gonna put that right there in the middle, maybe. And so what I do is try these on before I actually lay them down, because I want to see in the direction I'm going. Do I like it or do I not like it? I don't know. I don't know yet. Haven't decided if I like them yet. Now for this one, I might want something a little bit bigger. And they don't stick on there, y'all, so that you don't have to worry about them sticking. They don't stick like that. Let's see. Maybe I want a bigger one. I don't know. Or maybe I just want to go with the original thought, and that was the pearls. All right, let's see. I think I might go with these pearls. But we're going to see, because I have to figure out what... Now, these do stick, y'all. Now, these particular ones, they stick. And again, I'm just playing around, y'all. That's all I'm doing. I'm playing around. But you can't pick them up and move them around. It's like, what are you making, lady? Earrings? Okay. Okay, so I think I kind of got how I want these to go. Alrighty. Just gonna kind of put them all over the place, okay? So now I'm gonna take them off, because I do want to put that resin on top of it first. Some of them may be a little bit sticky, but you can still push them off. They can go off. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to do this one first. And again, guys, it does take a little bit of time, because you're kind of figuring out what you want or what you don't want. Okay? Okay. Here we go. Spread that nice. And if I wanted to, I literally could just leave this alone by itself, and it would be so very, very pretty. But because I'm doing a video and I feel like playing a little bit, I am going to spread it all across. And I'm going to add some embellishment to it because I want to. And you do have to move with the resin a little bit quickly. So you have to put it in there. Yep, turn that over. And I'm actually going to use a brush to turn that over. There we go. And there we are. And I don't have a particular pattern in mind. I'm just going to throw these on there like they're hotcakes. Okay. Yep. There we go. These are just fun. And these, I may not even sell these. I might just keep them for myself because they look fun. Now, as long as the resin is not dry, you can move these around. Once it dries, that's it. That's it. That's all, pal. Okay, now I'm going to make sure I have placed enough on here and space it to kind of where I want it to go or be. Okay. It's funny, my dog looks at me while I'm doing videos. I wonder, sometimes I think she's like, who are you talking to? And then other times she's like, lady, feed me. I am hungry. And literally, I could have just fed her like 30 minutes ago or an hour ago. She's still hungry. It doesn't matter. My dog loves food. Okay, there we go. Okay. So this is just different. I'm just adding on how I see fit. No rhyme, no reason. Just to have a good time. And then I'm going to add these little ones in there. These little pearls. I'm going to add them in there. And I'm just taking off that little piece of string that found its way in there. And now I'm just adding in little finishing touches. Okay. And turn that over. And sometimes it does get stuck for no reason, y'all. Don't worry about that. And now I'm going to add a couple of more of the smaller ones in just to give it like a little finished look. Ha 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 ha. That's kind of cute, y'all. I'm going to add one more. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I need to count because I need to have an accurate count for the other side. Okay. Oh, I love, love, love this. Okay, let's stick that on there. There you go. Get in there. All right. So let's count one more time. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I got 16. So I'm going to go ahead and place this inside. Now, while I'm doing that, I'm going to pull this out. And that is not as dry as I want it to be. So I'm going to put it back in there for another round. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same for this side. And everybody have their different processes, y'all, you know, of how they do things. I've saw a person, she uses like Mod Podge to do hers. And it's still beautiful. It's all what you prefer to work with. You don't have to work with what I work with. If you don't want to deal with the resin, the UV resin, epoxy, or anything like that, you do not have to. You figure out what works for you and you work it. And that's what you do. You have to figure out what product you work well with. We all have our own preferences, and you're going to find as you're doing this, you're going to find what works best for you. And you're going to be like, oh, I love that. You know, that's how you're going to look at things. Like, oh, I like that. Or I don't like that. But again, this is only to inspire you to come up with your own designs. And you make up in your mind what type of product you want to use or you don't want to use. You don't have to use resin. You use whatever you want. If you find something out there that's better than resin and the Mod Podge, go for it. Share it with us. We might want to try it out. But this is just to give you a little bit of encouragement and some direction on what you can create. Because every one of us needs to be inspired. All the time I don't feel inspired. I look at other people's channels. You know, do I necessarily do what they do? No. I always do what I'm going to do simply because I don't do well when I'm trying to copycat somebody else's stuff. I just never. I'm not one of those artists that can look at something and just be, oh, I can make that. I can, but it'll be a totally different spin on it, right? That's what that would be. Now, guys, this will look a little bit different than the other one, but it's still going to look the same. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna move that around, y'all. Let me see where I'm at. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have a couple of more to go. Which way did he go? Alrighty. Add on the little ones here. Okay, there we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I have 2 more to place on this bad boy. Okay, we're going to add one on here. At the bottom, at the bottom. Okay. Okay. And there we are. Move that around. Okay. Final count, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. And that goes inside. Okay, y'all. So I'm just moving along. I'm just showing you different things that you can add on to your earrings. You can always make them look different. Okay. Now with these, I want to make a decision as to whether I want to put these on there or I want to embellish them with this one. Either way, it would probably be good. But since I'm on these, I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can add different things, y'all. Different things. You don't have to be stuck with one ideal. Okay? Again, this is to give you several ideas. If you want to add rhinestones on there, you can. I didn't want to do those particular rhinestones, the normal ones that I do. I didn't want to do those like that. I wanted to add something else on there. And so that's what I'm doing. And I'm just cleaning off my my resin brush. And I'll take the other one out in a minute so you can see them. But I like for them to fully dry. Now, sometimes I do both sides with resin. It all depends. Sometimes I don't. Now, those little bubbles, don't worry about the bubbles. Just spread them out and they'll go out. And then if you still find that you have bubbles, you can take a lighter and you can blow the bubbles out. Okay? You don't have to worry about bubbles. Alrighty, there we are. All right, there we go. Okay, now I am only just going to add this on there. Now I got to go back and do something else, y'all, because I see an imperfection here. All right, there we go. And I need to fix that before that goes inside, because I don't want that to dry weird. So I have to straighten that out. And even if I have to put just a little bit more resin on there just to smooth it out, it's perfectly okay. And I use different type of resins, y'all. I don't have a particular brand that I use. I use all kinds of different resin because I really am still searching to find out which resin I like the best. And that'll probably be the one I will use all the time. Right now, I'm using a multitude of resin. Because again, I'm not going to like say, oh, you know, we should use this resin versus that resin. I'm not going to say that because I'm still testing. I'm still testing to see which one is the best, you know. But I would tell you, you know, you need to try different resins. Don't just say, okay, I'm just going to use this one every single time, because you might find that one resin dries better. And what I found when I'm using different resins is that some of them dry too fast where I can't actually spread it out. Like this one dries really quickly, but it's not that bad to work with. But I like to work one with the resin that is most flexible, and meaning that it doesn't dry too fast. And also meaning that it doesn't take too long to dry. Now, as you can see, by me adding that resin on there, it brings the earring to a whole new level, right? And that's what I love about resin, why I'm a fan of it, because it does bring it to a whole nother level. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to move the earrings out. All right, so as you can see, these are fully dry. Okay, you know they're fully dry when you're able to touch them. Okay, and if it is a little bit sticky, guys, what I recommend you do is take some alcohol and rub it across it. Don't take a lot, just take maybe a Q-tip, or just, you know, or a paper towel, doesn't matter. And then you just wipe it gently. Or you can add, you can file it and then add some more resin on top of it, right? So if I feel like this is rough, I'll file it out and, you know, do whatever with it. Now, for the sake of the video, I am going to turn these over and I'm going to actually put resin on the back. Now, again, I don't always do that. Sometimes I do. Depends on how I'm feeling. Gotta spread that over there because that skirted over there. I don't know how that did that. Okay. So we're just gonna... And resin is really good for sharp edges, y'all. So if like you have sharp edges on stuff, you put that resin on top of it. Takes care of that, takes care of it right away. And I'm sorry I took it off camera, y'all, a little bit, because sometimes it's hard to pour the resin because the bottle is really tall. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm using a resin called UV Resin Hard. It's by a company called SVEIKE. I don't want to mispronounce the name. Sveki. Perhaps that's how you say it. That is the one I'm using in this video. That is not the one that I normally use all the time. Like I said, for the sake of being redundant, I do use other resins. Now, you can also do Mosh Posh on this, guys. You can put the glue on, let the glue dry, and then put a little bit of Mosh Posh on top of it, and it'll dry, and it'll have that texture, the shininess to it. Alright, y'all, I think this video is longer than what I anticipated, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video, but I will show you the end product. Alright, until the next video, happy beading. And before I go, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and my returning subscribers. You guys are amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.